Hello, world. Another day. Hopefully, everybody woke up with a great attitude. I did for a minute until I got on the road. Had to check myself. Today, we're going to talk about passionate devotion and what it signifies. Passionate devotion signifies a state of intense love, commitment, and loyalty, often directed towards a higher power, a person, or a cause. It involves a deep emotional connection and a willingness to dedicate oneself fully to the object of devotion. This concept is explored in various contexts, including religious practices, personal relationships, and even dedication to a cause. Intensity of feeling. It's not just liking or appreciating something, but a powerful, fervent love and commitment. It simplifies and implies a steadfast dedication even in the face of challenges or adversity. Selfishness. It often involves prioritizing the needs and desires of the object of devotion over own self. Spiritual connection. In religious context, it can refer to a deep connection with the divine and a yearning for spiritual enlightenment or a desire to serve God. Personal relationships can also describe a profound love and commitment in romantic or familial relationships. Religious devotion. In Hinduism, bhakti is a path of devotion to a personal God characterized by intense love and emotional attachment. I can't believe I even said that word. Bhakti. Service to a cause. Devotion to a cause like social justice or environmental protection can also be a form of passionate devotion. Romantic love. The intense love and commitment between two people in a relationship can be described as passionate devotion. Superficial or temporary feelings. Passionate devotion is more enduring and deep-rooted than fleeting emotions or casual interest. Self-centeredness. True passionate devotion often involves putting the needs of others, whether a person, a god, or a cause, first. Passionate devotion each and every day. We should practice this. Feeling this want and desire to be one of self-centeredness. I don't know if I agree with that even a little bit. I'm going to bypass that one. I don't believe self-centeredness is something good for anybody. You pay more attention to yourself than you do to anybody else. Unwavering loyalty, first and foremost, to God. Being devoted to something, someone, whether it be your job, your family, and it's a very personal feeling. Devotion is something that we should carry with us each and every day, being devoted to do good, being devoted to show love, integrity, empathy, all of those things that are good. We take for granted passionate devotion. We take for granted things that are good. And then when we don't have them anymore, like the love of somebody, we cry. And then we ask God for help. Why not continue being devoted to your beliefs? To the beliefs that God instills within us. Keeping each other lifted up. Keeping each other devoted to each other. Too many times this world takes us from the direction that we should be following, or the direction that we've been heading, which should be headed toward the light of God, the light that is put forth in front of us. You've heard the expression, stay out of the light. You must be the light. Don't try and stay out of the light. You must be the light. Being devoted to your significant other. Whether you say you're devoted to a relationship, but what are you doing for that relationship? How are you contributing to that relationship? Just by staying around? Just by being there? How are you putting that devotion to work? Same thing with faith. How are we taking our devotion and showing the other person how much you appreciate them? Words are one thing. Words can sometimes be empty and shallow. When you tell someone that your love, passion, your devotion, when it signifies a state of intense love, how are you showing that intense love? When someone says to you, I'm here, aren't I? What exactly does that mean? I'm here. It means you find comfort in the place you're dwelling right now. What else does that mean? Does it mean you're devoted to that one person, or the desires of the world have taken a piece of you and thrown you into confusion? We must not give in to those feelings. And it's hard. Well, I'm not going to say it isn't. It's hard, especially when you're not happy at home or you're not happy at work. Being faithful and trustworthy sometimes can be fleeting. When you want to have something and you go after something else, what is that showing the other person? How do you think that other person is feeling on the inside? We say, we do, we look, we do all kinds of things that we shouldn't do. Commitment and loyalty to each other. Commitment and loyalty to God most of all. Because once you become committed to God, you're committed to everything else. Again, we all do things, say things that we shouldn't. We have to be willing to dedicate ourselves to, dedicate ourselves fully to whatever that object may be that you're devoted to. shouldn't say object, but whatever it may be, person, place, or thing, or something spiritual. When you're devoted or committed to something, stay with it. Yes, we are going to fall short of that devotion, of that commitment, of that love. We're human. We make mistakes. How do we make up for the mistakes that we have made? How do we make up for things that we have done to others? By not doing it again. By being honest, upfront, without feeling embarrassed. Okay, I did something. Okay, I said something. Okay, what do you want me to do? Continually cry? No. Now it's time to change. Now it's time to show how devoted you are to that person, place, or thing. How do you rekindle the trust? How do you rekindle that devotion? How do we bring enjoyment back? Being selfless. Not putting oneself in front of something else or somebody else. Sometimes we have to put ourselves first. Understandable. But not that at the expense of hurting another person. Temporary enjoyment. Temporary enjoyment in what? Temporary enjoyment could be many, 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 many different things. What is it for you? Remember, it's temporary, like our lives. So what have we done to make our lives better? You will have that true lasting happiness if we follow the rules of dedication, being passionate to something, someone, or something is important in our lives. That gives you that want and desire to keep moving on. It gives you that burn in your belly that I've spoken about. If you have that desire to be more, then be passionate about it. Be devoted to it. Bring yourself closer and closer and closer to the thing that you want to be, to that person that you want to be. You've got to be that person for yourself before you can be it for anybody else. This is going to be a short one today. But I want you all to think about what your passionate desires are. What your passionate devotion is. Are you truly devoted to that one person, place, or thing? If you are, don't just talk about it, show it. Sometimes you're not going to want to do something that the other person wants to do. But are you devoted to that other person, place, or thing? Sometimes we have to do things we don't want to do so that the other person can find fulfillment in you as well, or the other place, or the other thing. You've got to find joy, happiness in whatever you do, especially a relationship. If that burning, passionate devotion is not there anymore, you need to talk about it. You need to bring it forth and tell the other person, before it's too late, before other things start to happen. That, hey, we need to rekindle that fire. It's like your relationship with God. Sometimes we lose that relationship and we fall short of His glory. How do you rekindle? Revisit that relationship with Him. Revisit it in a way that that burning desire to serve Him comes back to you. Life is not easy. Things of life, doing good things, we say it's hard. It's not hard. We make it hard. We make relationships hard. We make love hard. Love is very easy. You want to feel good? Show love. You want to make a difference? Show love. You want to bring joy to your life? Show love. Simple. It's not hard. When something else looks good, and then you get involved with it, and all kinds of other bad things start happening. And then you wonder why. What am I doing wrong? Why is everything falling apart? Well, what did you just do? What did you just say? How did you treat that other person? God allows things to happen. Especially when you think you're perfect. When you think you have no faults. When you think that everybody else has faults and you don't. I'll give you an example from an ex-wife. We went to counseling. We're trying to save our marriage. We get in and the counselor starts with me. What do you think your faults are? I said, we only have an hour. I've got more faults than I can just say. I'm not a perfect being. I make mistakes each and every day. I try not to make the same ones. Turned to my ex and said, what faults do you have? She says, oh, I don't have any. I'm here for him because he just admitted he has so many. The therapist looked at her and said, there's your first fault. Not admitting that you have faults, that you never make mistakes, that you're a perfect being. You must be God. Truth is hard to say. Truth is hard to bring forth. Being truthful is a sacrifice. A true sacrifice will hurt. Telling the truth sometimes is going to hurt you and or the other person. Because if you wronged that person, you need to come clean and tell the truth. Don't care who you are, you're not perfect. You make mistakes. Who am I to judge? I make mistakes too. I've made many in my lifetime. It's now time for me to right my mistakes. To tell God that I am truly sorry for each and every thing that I've done to hurt other people, which in return hurts Him. He made us. He brought us here to be able to get along, to be able to show His love to the world, to see. I tell you what, man, if you don't think God has a sense of humor, take a look at the things that are happening right now. I told y'all, before I sent y'all down there to that earth, before I created the heavens and the earth, I told you that you were going to suffer. I told you. But we didn't care. We just kept on going. No, no, God, we want to go. We want to go. We want to experience that life. Well, here we are. Instead of loving each other, we're killing each other. Instead of showing passionate devotion to each other, we're separating each other, causing hate and destruction. And then you say, I don't have any faults. I don't have any problems. I don't do anything wrong. Okay. Not a problem. At the end of the day, when he calls us, we have to answer to him, whether we stay here or we live the rest of our lives with him. Here meaning hell. We're all going to die one day. What do we take with us to our grave? Do we take guilt to the grave? Or do we want to take love and leave it here for others to share and to enjoy? If we want to take guilt and sorrow and suffering, guess what? You left it behind too. That spirit doesn't leave. That spirit stays. So come clean now before it's too late. Tell God. Tell the people you love before it's too late. Don't make excuses and don't deflect. It makes things worse. Trust is important. If you don't have it for the other person, there's no sense of hanging around. Don't make everybody else's life a misery just because you are miserable. Take your misery and go someplace else. Share it with somebody else. Don't have time for it. Now, if you want to share about your misery and your pain, 2 big ears, 2 shoulders. Did you want to lean on and cry? Come on and bring it. I'll cry with you. That's my passionate devotion to you, to show him that I'm willing to do whatever it takes to make someone smile. Think about this today. What is your passionate devotion? Are you keeping it to yourself, or are you going to share it? God tells you to share it. Be devoted to what? What are you devoted to? I'm devoted to my relationship. Are you? Think about that for a minute. Are you? Just because you come home to your wife or your husband every single day, does that mean everything that you did during your day was showing your devotion? Everything you thought about. You say, yes, you're lying, because every moment of the day you're not thinking about one person or one thing. You're doing other things you shouldn't be doing. God sees all. Remember that. I'm not perfect. At this moment in time in my life, I choose to be as close to God as possible, because I don't want to get distracted any longer. I'm at a point in my life where happiness is first. Love, joy, all the good things. And each passing day, I don't want to lose a moment of any of those feelings. Each passing moment, I want to be able to make sure that I'm sharing my love with all. I want to make sure I'm showing joy. Some people tell me, oh, you're such a flirt. No, I'm sharing my joy. I'm sharing my love, my happiness. Oh, if I'm showing love to another man, oh, were you gay? Is that of God? I'm not going to judge. If you think I'm gay, then oh well. That's on you. I choose happiness. I choose joy. I choose to share my love. What is your passionate devotion? What does it signify? Think about it. Share it with me. I'll share it with you. I've got 2 shoulders, 2 big ears. If you want to cry, come on. You want me to listen? Right there. You want me to read? I've got 2 eyes. Well, 4 eyes. Laugh, joke, have fun, love life. Love y'all. Have a great day. Peace.